To get your first sound on flute, all you really need is the head joint and a mirror. And of course, the embouchure. And the embouchure is the word we use to describe what we do with our lips and jaw to produce a sound or to produce the tone on the flute. To start, let's make sure that when you're holding your head joint, you can hold it with two hands, though when you're holding it to use your mirror, just be careful. You've got the long end facing the right, and you've got the short end facing your left. So to form the embouchure, we say the word poo. It's as simple as that. So say it a few times. Poo, poo, like Pooh Bear. And then take your pointer finger. Poo, poo. So you can feel that it's kind of a round shape here with firm corners. So now you can translate that to your head joint. We need to make sure, however, that we figure out where the spot is, and we can feel where the spot is, where the skin of the chin meets the lip, and that it's centered this way. So this is where you can take your mirror and find that spot. Okay, you may need to put your head joint down to do that. But to feel that spot, you're going to line up that location, that spot there, with the edge of the embouchure hole in the flute that's facing you. Okay, so this is the lip plate here, and our lip does rest on this lip plate. And then we have the edge facing you, and you have the outer edge as well. And so when we say the word poo, we're going to be blowing across this hole. Okay, so I like to scoop into it, finding that spot that we found in the mirror. And then I say poo across the embouchure hole. Okay, so if you're getting an airy sound, or if you're not quite there yet, look in your mirror again, find that spot again. But then you can also experiment with how far you're rolled out or how far you're rolled in. So if I'm too far out with the flute, that's the kind of sound I get. If I'm too far in, I get a kind of strangly sound. If my hole here is too big itself, I'm just going to get an airy sound. So we have to find the right position of the head joint on our bottom lip, along with the right size of embouchure hole here. So making sure that it's small enough, okay? So thinking of maybe a strand of spaghetti or a ramen noodle, what would that feel like? So saying poo with thinking of a strand of spaghetti can be really helpful. So if you're getting the sound, then you can try to see how long you can hold the note for. So you can count if you want to. Big breath too. And then you can practice holding the note for as long as you can. Now you might find you get a little bit lightheaded or dizzy, and that's very common when learning to play the flute, so don't worry about that. Just take a break and then go back to it. If you're finding this poo thing isn't working for you, you could also try the feeling of gently spitting out a sunflower seed. So you might be going that kind of thing, and you can try that. So that might work better for you than poo. You can try that. One other thing you can check is, what does the shape of your condensation look like? So when you play across this hole, if I turn and look, I see a little triangle of condensation on the opposite side here, on the outer edge. And if it's a triangle, that usually means your tone is nice and round and centered. If it's not a triangle, it may be a rectangle or something else. You can aim to increase or decrease the size of this hole here by, again, thinking of the strand of spaghetti. So you're focusing the sound a little bit more. if I really concentrate and think about the strand of spaghetti, I can make this more into a triangle shape of condensation here. And that's what I'm going for. If you're doing really well and you want to move to the next step, well, here's a more advanced step for you. So we're getting one pitch with just the head joint alone. If you put your hand over the end, you can get a lower pitch. So now I can do okay? And if I want to get a higher pitch, so I can play the pitch that I've been playing just with the head joint, but if I use faster air and think again about an even smaller hole between my lips, I can get an even higher sound. So let's try first. And then I can do so I actually know 4 pitches now, so I can play all 4 of them. That last one might be a little challenging still, but that's totally okay. It's something to work towards. So if you're doing really well and you just want something silly to end the lesson, you can do the slide whistle. Have fun.